without the finances, all that you say will not happen. This is the outline of the presentation. I will look at the contribution by SM to the economy, the key challenges of SM, and then financing the business, then forms of business, and then the business plan, and then marketing and selling of the products, and then costing and buying for ASM, and conclusion and recommendation. Various speakers have spoken already about the definitions and the word introduction, but I look at the contribution by ASM to the Ghana economy. And when I look at the Minerals Commission report of 2015, there were some interesting figures that maybe those of you who want to read about those reports can go for it. We look at the total production for Ghana for 2016 and 2015. Total production for gold was 4.2. Out of that, ASM alone contributed about 1.6. And then when we look at 2015 to out of the 3.6 ounces of gold produced, ASM also contributed about 1 million. So in fact, they are actually contributing, apart from the economy and the employment aspect of it, they are actually contributing to the gold production of Ghana. So we have to encourage the sector to grow. Yesterday, during the various group discussion, it became obvious that, there are a lot of challenges across all the African countries. And this issue is also highlighted in the Minerals Commission report for 2015 and 2016. There's high operating costs, difficulty in accessing credits from various financial institutions, undercapitalization, lack of access to relevant information, lack of skilled labor and technology. And if you look at the Minerals Commission report for 2015, they highlighted one of the key issues affecting the sector is the lack of funds to undertake exploration and mining operations. And it's a challenge that we have to address. So this presentation seeks to address that particular challenge. Now, financing the ASM business proper. Why do we say we have to finance the sector? Because if we're able to resource them, they'll be able to hire the necessary machinery, hire the skilled labor, and the technology to enhance the operation to continue to produce and then add revenue and to generate employment for Ghana and to, in effect, reduce the poverty in Ghana. Now, in financing the AMS, we have to look at the various finances available to them. And in finance, when you are looking at finance, you look at the short term and then the long term. So in this particular, you look at the short term finance for years. And the first point is, you look at the overdraft. Now, as what the overdraft is, before you can go to a bank for overdraft, at least you have to make sure that your documentation, everything is in. You have a good collaboration with your bankers. So the bank can grant you overdraft. You can use overdraft to finance your short-term financial shortfalls. They also have short-term loans. Banks also grant short-term loans for finance operations. But in all this, you have to make sure your documentations and stuff are in good place. They also have trade credits. Most of the time, you don't have money on hand to finance operations. You can see your suppliers of materials or equipment that, due to one or two things, so maybe you can help me get some credit. Normally, you can get up to 30 days to some finance operation. They also have commercial paper being granted by financial institutions. The commercial papers are usually issued to, blue chip companies or high credit companies. So if an ASM company or individual operates as a miner and you want to get commercial paper, it means your affairs should be in good order. You have to have your records and all that in place. They should know of presenting financial statement and all that before they can grant you that commercial paper. Then also look at another finance option is factoring. Factoring here means that in case you're a business entity and people are owing you, maybe you don't have the time to be chasing those people. So what to do is you outsource that whatever more people are owing you to a factoring house. They will do the legwork for you, but they will charge you a small fee. So you don't have to wait whilst you are thinking about your licensing stuff in the bush and excavating and all that, still chasing your debtors. we have to can outsource that to a financing house, they will chase those money for you at a small fee. And they also have invoice discounting as a source of short-term finance. When we say invoice discounting, what we are talking about is that if someone is owing you, you can at least sell it to a financial institution that someone A or B is owing me, but I need the cash now, so you can take the money at a reduced rate. When eventually you go for the money, then the difference will be yours. Then you also have a promissory note. With a promissory note, you can go to a financial institution with all your record intact that I need the money to finance the project, but however, the bank will say, let's put pen to paper. I'll grant you this, what to pay, because it's a promise that they are giving you, and you have to pay within a month, within a year. We also have a counter trade. This is like the old barter trade we know. If you are producing good and you need some machinery, and you can also explore. A long-term finance, we're talking about long-term loan from financial institutions. In finance, normally we don't use short-term loans to finance short-term operation. So if you want to purchase an asset or building or equipment for your operation, you see a bank and they will grant you a long-term loan. But in all this, you have to have some documents in place. Most times, ASM people don't give records. And you ask them, why is this record? They start scratching their heads. It's not bad practice. So we have to encourage them to keep records. Then equity. This is where we are all trying to get to. This is raising money or funds from capital markets. But normally, because Ghanaians or Africans want to hold on to individual businesses, we find it difficult to raise funds through the equity, because nobody wants to lose control of his or her business. But it's an option that going forward we have to explore. Then franchising, we are not yet there, but it's also part of financing. Then venture capital. This is an area that business or individuals can also explore. You come together, you see, maybe if you are really at your hands on some geological data, it's an area is variable for you to explore. Then you don't have money, two of business can come together. In Ghana, even we are lucky that we have Fidelity Investment Limited, venture capital fund. They are all available to sponsor such finances. Then we also have leasing. And now we have Ghana leasing, Lease Africa, they are available. If you want to purchase equipment and don't have the funds to finance that, you can talk to them. Instead of going to buy heavy equipment or some machinery, you can go to them, you have agreement with them, you give you the machine, you use it while you pay monthly or quarterly fee to them. There's also high purchases. You can also make the arrangement of the finance out, they will supply the necessary equipment we need. Once you pay initial deposit, eventually that machine or whatever will become yours and you use it forever. Another option is retain earning. Retain earning here means that if you make profit in your business, African what do we want to make profit now, we start sharing the profits, but it's not the case. We have to retain it and then you do financial operation subsequently. These are areas that we have to try to also explore. Because you say profit saying also you have to retain it and then use it for your subsequent investment. Then government over the years, at least I know of Minerals Commission, some government through Minerals Commission development partners have also over the years, even the Maslow is there, they are all trying to promote the general business and they are also helping us to. We are currently a Minerals Commission through government. You have a lot of small scale people come here and then talent and then all those people have been sponsored through Minerals Commission. But in all this, we have to organize our business or put the business into good shape. And there are various business structures that we have to consider. And all these things, all these business from being a partnership or corporate society or joint venture, you need to register such businesses and they have their own legal requirements and challenges. Because in that, we have to register those businesses in terms of control. People are afraid to go for financing because you think that it's a family business. If I go for financing, I'll lose control in decision making. Then the management structure, you now have to get share with the board of directors and all that. And in terms of profit sharing, Africans want to take everything for themselves. Profit in the media, I have no to share with anybody. And then your business objectives to all affect your business structure that you select. The form of business structure, like I was saying, is you can either operate as a sole proprietor, partnership, limited liability or cooperative or joint venture. They also have to talk about business plan. These days, if you don't have a strong business plan, no institution is willing to offer you that the needed resources that you need. So the real business plan actually is, a representation or a detailed statement describing how your business, the whole business is, how the business going to plan to attain those goals. If you want to mine, or you have a mine, or you have gotten license from Minerals Commission, I want to mine site this, and you go to a financial institution that you want to, and want the loan, you ask where is your business plan, how are you going to mine? Are you just go start digging or what? You look at all this, you have to have a business plan in place too. This business plan will basically contain the objective of your business, your vision, mission, and all the necessary information, and a signal that will attract necessary competition. Now look at the content of the business plan. Assume you want to put a business plan together. What are the necessary information that it should contain? They will talk about the executive summary, brief history of the content of the plan, the background and mission of the institution, whether you are into gold mining or whatever, you have to state it. The ownership structure is a business for you alone or you and your partners. How is the structure like? Who are the board of directors? Now, when business are collaborative, ask who are those in charge? Whether you and your wife or you and your children. The organization charge and management. They have to state in your business plan clearly who are the key personnel you need. If you Mineral Commission, when they want to grant you license, you bring your work program. You look at all those things. Who are the key personnel that you have to use and all that? You look at all those things. Because you can't just grant loan to anybody. You go and use some anyway. Then the products you intend to produce, also you have to talk about the products. Then the marketing skill. What marketing are you going to use? Are you going to market penetration or are you going to target the markets? You have to state all that. You have to also do a market analysis because you have to do your competitors, how your products will be accepted and all that. You have to do all those things. Your potential customer, the competitors in the market, you have to know of them. Then a brief description of your operations. How the whole operation, because a banker there doesn't know your operation, you have to convince them that this is how the operation will look like. Then you have to also talk about the funding request, estimate of how much money you actually need for the project. They want to know. And business plan is not only for bankers, even your workers want to know. Then you also have to look at your financial projections, your costs and the revenue expectation. The assumption they have to make going forward so that in the break-even analysis you have to calculate all the assumptions. Most of the time we don't do all these assumptions, but you have to do all those as we forecast and then predict. Then look at your risk management, how you intend managing your risk. In terms you are faced with challenges. I think I remember about 2 years ago, a team was put together at the Minerals Commission to assess our risks, and most of the risks that we put in place, small-scale issue was one of the key things that has come to pass. If it should happen, what will you do? As a finance man, no, even though the revenue is not that huge, at least I can say on authority that it's actually affecting us, not only small-scale people alone. So all this, what do you do? That's why you have to look at your number of defense intervals. Small-scale miners are complaining that they are out of business. So all these years, what are they doing? What are you going to operate for the next 1 year or what? Businesses have to be able to determine that, assuming I'm not in operation for the next 1 year, what happened to me? Do you have enough reserves or enough energy to depend on? So all these risks, you have to analyze them and then put a solution to it. But there are steps in developing a business plan. Before you start your business plan, these steps you have to follow these steps. The research. You have to research thoroughly, know your competitor, your business proposal and all that. Then the purpose of the business plan. Why are you developing the plan? Your business profile, you have to research, come out with a good business profile. All this should be in a plan. The documentation, you have to document all your business processes. Most Ghanaians, their business processes are in their head. If you ask them, they will say, oh, they are fine. strategic marketing plan. What plans are you going to use? Everything should be documented. Then your marketing, the interested parties, the business plan is not for you alone. So as you are coming out with your business plan, you should know the people who are interested in your business. Some key stakeholders will also be interested in your business. So you have to take all those things in consideration to draw your business plan. So after coming out with your business plan, what benefits would the business plan give us? Then the business plan, if it's well crafted, will automatically force management to, think object, because you know that whatever it is you do should be in conformity with the business plan. The communication to your stakeholders, you not suffer much to communicate to your stakeholders, because everything is the business, the financial employee, everybody will now be known that the business, everything is clear. And it also serve as a management tool. It also provides a roadmap for running the business. With all the after business plan and the financing, whatever product that you get, you need to market it. In the marketing, you have to identify your potential customers and customers. So ASM need to actually research and identify all this potential as it came out during the profit ledger. Where are the markets? You need to identify all your markets. In doing the market research, there are institutions that you must always, as we say, in necessary to contact. You can talk to Chamber of Mines, they're always in hand to give the necessary support. They talk to your potential buyers, what product do they want to buy. The Minerals Commission as a regulator is always available to give you necessary information. You can also talk to some of the government institutions, the newspapers, and all that to get first information on the products. Then, in your selling, we advise that at least there are some key that the marketing means variable that you have to apply in marketing your product. Talk about the product itself, the price, how much are you quoting, then the place, where are you going to sell your product, the promotion, how do you get your product to where you want to sell them. All these things are issues that you have to consider. The price, we talk about that already. Then the costing. Before you're able to sell a product and get value for money, at least you have to be able to determine your cost. You know your cost of production, then you add your margin to it, then you get your selling price. If you don't do all these calculations, you will think that you're making profit, but in effect you're actually making loss because you don't really cost your product well. In operating ASM business, there are key costs that you have to bear in mind that no matter what, you have to incur them. The initial license fee, the taxes, the royalties. As Nigerians are complaining that the royalties are very high there. Equipment, tools, supplies, everything, production, transport expense, insurance, expenses on sale of mineral, all these are costs that you must bear in mind and plan for. And they also have type of costs. In costing, we have two types of costs, the direct costs and indirect costs. The direct costs are the costs you incur directly as part of your production. The indirect cost, whether you produce or not, you incur. Now that ASM business is a ban on it. Mineral Commission office in the various district, whether they are working or not, we will incur those costs. The district officers are enjoying salary, whether they work or not, we have to pay salaries. Operational costs, ECG, water, everything we are paying. So that's our indirect costs. Whether you produce or not, you have to pay them. They also have the direct costs, which I've talked about that already. The examples of indirect costs, the cost of research, the business development, rents, insurance. If you pay insurance, cover the whole business, whether you are producing or not. The salaries of administrators, accountant is there. Whether you produce or not, you will take. Then buying. We advise that as you buy equipment or supply for your mine, you have to take your time and then know when, because there are seasonal, some things are seasonal, you have to monitor all that. You buy at the right time and at the right quantity. If you buy at the right time at the right quantity, you are likely to get a discount, and this will go a long way to enhance the operation. And then we talk about conclusion and recommendation. After all the business plans and the finance and everything, we advise that you manage your cash very well. Because the cash will come in, and if you don't manage it well, you lose out. Mostly when Ghanaians, we do a small business and there's cash in, all they have to go is go for latest car in town. We don't care about all the stress we go to get a finance. They also advise that you keep proper books of account, because if you do all this, if you don't keep proper books of accounts, no financial institution will be willing to advance the necessary finance that you need to operate your business. So we have to keep the necessary records to help you in your decision making, as well as seek the necessary fund. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Questions to Pina?